Hi everyone, welcome to the astrological love readings for the month of August. Just to let you know that the readings are going to be slightly different, only very slightly from now on, in that it will be a masculine and feminine on both sides for your astrological sign. Sun, moon, or rising, or whatever you want to check in terms of your own chart. So what does that mean, the masculine and the feminine? So yes, masculine, very often masculine represented by the male, feminine represented by the female. I will be using those terms. Very often, yes, that is how it's kind of represented. It's not always that simple though. Sometimes you might be female and the masculine energy might be working through you. Sometimes you might be male and the feminine energy is working through you. Essentially, it's not really assigned to gender or sexuality. So always use your intuition, always, with everything. What resonates with you is for you, what doesn't isn't. But I would also invite you to explore things that you don't feel are true. Just explore them, see how maybe they could feel true to you. But always go with what feels right to you in your heart and your intuition. Also, we are all masculine and feminine. So watch the reading and be interested into how the two energies are interplaying within you. You can watch the reading and kind of see how your masculine and your feminine is just playing out with you, and how's that interplaying in your relationships or your relationship with yourself. Don't get too kind of complex with it, but it really is just broaden. Sometimes it's helpful to just broaden the way we're looking at things and get the messages that way. But essentially, yes, very often it will be just, masculine is represented by a male, feminine represented by a female, and you can just kind of go down that road, but it's not always that simple. All right then, on with the readings. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please share with people that you feel this would be helpful to. This is all about living love with one another and living in harmony. And do comment, and I appreciate your support. Lots and lots of love. And there will be a monthly general masculine and feminine reading and weekly general masculine and feminine readings available to buy on Vimeo. So that will be alongside these astrological masculine and feminine readings. Lots of love. On with the reading. Hi Cancer, really good to see you. Welcome to your masculine and feminine love reading for August 2016. I hope you're well. I hope you had an incredible July. Let's see what's on the cards for August. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. This is abundance of every type. Abundance of health, abundance of wealth, abundance of time, abundance of love, freedom. It's a very contented feeling in this card. Get ready in August for everything to come into an abundant balance. This is really what I'm feeling for this card. It's abundant balance. It's balanced, it's contented, it's flowing, it's easy, but it's full. It's full of beautiful things. It's full of beauty. It's full of everything that we need. There is nothing we don't need. It's a very beautiful energy. It's there for the taking. That's the message. It is there for the taking for this month. So for the feminine, we have the Sun, the Page of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. For the masculine, we have the Fool, the Two of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Oh, sorry. Just lay this out in a good way. Crowning, the energy the masculine brings in, the energy the feminine brings in, the Root, we will turn over later. And as I said, bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles, a balanced, beauty-filled, abundant place, feeling life, here for the taking. So, the Sun. Feminine starts off with this beautiful Sun card. There is, as I stated at the beginning, a real feeling of joy, freedom, abundance, fun, innocence, and play. And really, it's like we come in with that energy, and the message is to just ride it. It's what you came here to embody and be and feel and do. Just take it and run. And I do feel like it is in tandem with this masculine energy, because he has the Fool here. It's the same kind of thing. It feels like it's on the same page. It's like, I'm gonna live, I'm gonna go, I'm ready, I'm gonna take the leap, I'm gonna move, I'm gonna fly, I'm present in my life, I'm ready for joy, I'm ready for happiness. And the Sun is here on his card. She shines her sun upon him. They work together. Major Arcana cards, and this really, really is, I feel, a very positive, sunshiny, bright reading, and these are the ruling energies over this whole spread. So really don't forget that and just milk it. Just really take that opportunity to experience life in that way. You know, the feminine, then second card she has is the Page of Cups, so she's feeling really you know, able to express her feelings and communicate her love, which doesn't surprise me from this energy. And she feels good, and she wants to spread it, and she wants to love, and she is, and she will communicate her love. And don't be afraid to communicate your love and to really just go for it. The masculine wants to take this forward into the future. He sees a strong future. He wants to move forward. He wants to be a team. He wants to be a partnership. You are a partnership. You are a two. You are together. Very, very strong message there. And the more the feminine loves, the more the masculine wants to take it into the future. Just keeps fueling and feeding one another. The feminine's really taking responsibility for herself and working hard at her own joy and her own happiness. And I feel like she is really getting to grips with how that works on a practical level. How do I actually work in a way that fulfills me? how do I actually work in a way that is of value and is rewarding to me and to everybody around me. So it's about understanding that you've got to look after yourself first before you look after other people, but it feels like it's the integration of those two things. It's of the practical application of how she can actually live her life, things she can actually do on a day-to-day basis that feeds her and fuels her, and consequently everybody else. And this is amazing. So pat yourself on the back, feminine energy. And the masculine energy is overjoyed by this, is very stimulated by this, to this, again, marriage, completion, feels this abundance, this wealth, this joy, and this fulfillment. As I said, really strong energy, feels like it's on both sides. Then it does feel like the masculine energy goes on a bit of a journey. There's some travel, and it's really about, that could be geographical, could just be metaphorical, but it's that the masculine is kind of sailing off into new waters, taking things to the next level. That's what he's doing. He's sailing off into new waters. He's taking things to the next level. The feminine is in the boat with him. But I'm not sure whether the feminine quite gets that. If the feminine energy feels a bit mistrusting, she feels a bit vulnerable, she feels a bit out in the sticks, or she's gone out of her comfort zone, and then maybe she feels like she's kind of all on her own out here. She isn't at all. So it's just that we're going to the next level. That is kind of how things work. We do lots of work, we get to a great place, we're feeling incredible, and then the next level basically begins. And so it's like, yeah, we come out of our comfort zone, we've become more, we are who we are, and then there is always a little bit of, not always, but there's challenge. There's challenge that arises. It can just be, an opportunity, it's a bit risky, do I take it, do I not? That's the best kind of challenge, that there's an opportunity here, and how do I play this? It's a bit scary. That's kind of, for me, the optimum kind of level of growth. There is a bit of doubt there, but it's not massive, it's not catastrophe, there's nothing, it's not life-threatening, it's doubt and a little bit of the unknown and a little bit of fear, maybe to do with our expansion, not to do with the fact that we can lose anything. It's just this feeling of growing and stepping into more. And this is what's happening. Don't get sucked into the idea that anything's gone anywhere, because you might perceive that it is. It's not. It's taking things to the next level. It's you've climbed this bit of the mountain, and there's the next bit of the mountain to climb. Doesn't mean that you haven't done what you've done. It means that now we've got to take our skills onto a new place. And you are being moved to grow very fast, and just to keep up with that expansion and that growth. So that's what that is about. Crowning is the Judgment card, which is great. And has quite a lot to do with what I was saying about the growth and the expansion here. We are always finding more of ourselves to embody and become, more of our divinity, more of our humanity, more of our joy, more of our gifts, more of our talents, more of our challenges. And it is part of this feeling ecstatic, feeling joyful, feeling free. We find more of ourselves, and then we learn more about ourselves. And this is a big energy and big message for you, Cancer, for this month of August. The energy the masculine brings in is the King of Pentacles. So that's, again, abundance, just an overflowing of abundance here. He is an entrepreneur, he is a businessman. There is a bit of a feeling of that kind of business, work, career, in this expansion, in this taking it to the next level. It is connected to this 10 here, connected to taking things into the future. He wants to be successful, solid, and powerful for this connection. I do feel like there is this kind of like, both of you have this now understanding of your own ability to create the life that you want, and taking action to that. So it's on the feminine side too. He's not wanting to be that because she's in need of his support. It's because this is an expression of who she is. She's able to support herself fully. She really is. She knows that. Energy the feminine brings in is the Ace of Swords. So this is a massive amount of clarity. This is victory. This is truth. So there is a big amount of those things that she is offering to him. And it really feels like it's that simple. He wants to provide security in every way that he can, and he will be passionate about that. She wants to provide truth, victory, clarity. Brilliant combination. Energy at the root is the Knight of Cups. He is a messenger of love, an offer of love. There's a good flow between the two of you of communication of the way that you're feeling and the love that you are feeling towards one another. Being able to put into words the emotion that you are feeling. And it's beautiful. And it does come from that place of security. Message for the feminine here, don't allow this insecurity to stop you from doing that. I don't think it will. But just be aware of what the masculine is trying to achieve. He is not going anywhere that isn't to do with you two being a team in this way. Okay, so the outcome card is the Devil. Interesting. So this is really interesting. This is just be careful not to become attached, basically. And this is kind of what happens. We reach this kind of optimum point of the way that we're being. We're whole in ourselves. We've got what we got. We know what we know. We know what we have to offer. We're offering it. We're working in tandem with one another. We're working really well. We've got this huge amount of abundance. We're feeling good. We're feeling balanced. We're feeling like we've got it going on. And then suddenly, somehow, we can feel, oh no, I'm addicted to this person, I'm attached to this person, I'm not free, I can't live without them. And that's fine too. It's gonna come up. It's part of this love and life and being in partnership. And so just be a little bit aware of that. Also, the Devil can indicate addiction, which can happen when we feel like we've got everything. We can take things a little bit over the top quite easily. We can maybe drink too much, or you know, other types of addictions, or work too much, or do anything too much, you know, just kind of like go at things a little bit too hard. So just be a little bit aware of that too with that devil card. But it feels like it's a little bit of a warning. It doesn't feel like, not a warning, it feels like it's a bit of a heads up. But it's also a heads up to not freak out about it, to just notice it, you know, when it starts to arise, and then just be, oh, hi, well, this is happening, and you know, not take it too seriously. Don't ignore it, you know, basically because we're aware of it, it doesn't become anything too gruesome, you know, whilst we're looking the other direction. But also don't beat yourself up about it. Just be aware that can happen, and it probably, you know, it's just the way that things go. And bring yourself back to your own sense of self and your own sense of wholeness and purpose, and that will always get you through. Wow, that was a really great reading. I'm really enjoying that interplay of energy. I really did. Seems very flowing, very powerful, so congratulations. So run with this, have an incredible August. If you're interested in the general masculine feminine reading, the monthly reading, and then there are the weekly readings available on Vimeo, the links will be below. If you want a personal reading, the link will also be below. Otherwise, yeah, have a great August, I know you will. And lots of love. Like, share, subscribe, comment, say hi. I really appreciate you and your support. Lots of love, and I shall see you again very soon.